Of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. You look at the Wizards. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip for them, so we'll see how their first one goes.
Let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Scott Brooks.
Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, as we go deeper into the season, we see some teams, Chris, really start to shuffle things around with injuries. And what's it like playing on a team that is dealing with a lot of players that are injured?
It's frustrating. You don't know how much confidence to have in your team. You don't know what to believe in, what not to believe in. Rehabilitation is one of the most frustrating parts of playing in the game because it's boring, it's monotonous. You just continue to do the same thing every day. You start to feel kind of disconnected from your team, and you kind of start feeling down and bad. And so that feeling can become contagious on a team with injuries because you really honestly know that there's nothing else you can do but wait to heal. And so that's really frustrating. So being on a team with a lot of players injured, it's just frustrating. The only thing you can do is to encourage those players that are getting playing time to use this time to improve their game so that when everyone does come back, hopefully some good will come out of it.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Bellamy. Carter is out there with Miracle Man. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Lever in at the point. ABDUL-JABBAR with the block. McGrady against Bryant. It's stolen by McGrady. Carter with it, and ABDUL-JABBAR picks him up defensively.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
They set the pick. Here's Bellamy. That doesn't go either for Bellamy.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And ABDUL-JABBAR gets it to go.
Excellent inside move. He beats the defense to the punch.
Here's Lever. Unloads. And it's Carter missing.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
They grab their own miss. Rice. Good work defensively by Carter.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And that one's good. McGrady.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter. Williams
kicks to Kobe. Here's ABDUL-JABBAR. And the rejection by Bellamy. Here's McGrady. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Kemp. Plays it up and banks it in. Kemp's got his first basket.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Here's McGrady, and it's sent back by Bryant. And he gets it back. Lever passes to Bellamy. Fires the 3, and there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Bellamy. McGrady's got 6.
Hey, look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Great open look there.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. The 3 ball.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Boston shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. And that one's good by Kobe.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Rice kicks to Williams. To the inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Almost, but it rolls out.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the game. And you look back to last season, the Wizards started slow, but something clicked for them halfway through the year, Chris, and they were able to turn things around.
Well, just with all the talk about how the Wizards should rebuild, it seems like they pulled it together. They took some time to get things right with the new coach, and the lead stripe on the team disappeared once they started winning.
For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line, ABDUL-JABBAR. At the line with 1 shot.
The free throw drops for ABDUL-JABBAR. Well, Chris, you can't shortchange this roster, but their coach, Brad Stevens, one of the best in the game.
Well, you remember his 6 years at Butler? He took them to the title game twice. I mean, what he's done with this team is no less impressive.
And that one's good. McGrady. The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Williams kicks to Bryant. Dishes it to Rice. Over Carter. Rice, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Outside Williams. Back to Kobe. Another shot. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Carter outside. Here's McGrady. Another one falls for Washington.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Williams dishes to ABDUL-JABBAR. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Wizards.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Now here's Kobe in the game against Chicago. Very impressive. 5 to shoot. From deep. Lever pulls it in. The Wizards with the lead. Carter outside. The screen from Bellamy. From outside the arc. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Carter. Carter's got 4 assists now tonight. Williams passes to Kobe. Kemp kicks to Williams. ABDUL-JABBAR the screen. Bryant. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, he has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Here's Theus. 9-point game his last outing. He dishes it to Bellamy. And the rejection by ABDUL-JABBAR. Outside, Kobe. Kicks it to Kemp. Pass to Williams. Back to Kemp. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kemp. And that misses. That would have put him up. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Bulls.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for the Celtics. Here's Thomas. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Rice. Here's ABDUL-JABBAR. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The game is just getting going, and he's already 3 for 4. That's definitely a good sign.
Shot to stop the run. That's tipped. Here's Rice. Off the left rim and out.
frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The screen from Bellamy. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Carter. They get it back. Second chance shot. Stolen by Thomas. Pass to Rice. Had a hand on it. Thomas against Scott. The screen from Bellamy. Outside Carter. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 11. Hits the three-point bomb.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Scott kicks to Bellamy. Great D that time from Kemp.
A frustrating start to this quarter for them.
Thomas kicks to Rice. And stolen by Bellamy. Carter outside. Washington with the fresh shot clock. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's ABDUL-JABBAR. And at last, they get one to fall. ABDUL-JABBAR's got 9. Here's Theus. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's good for 2. Bellamy's got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Thomas kicks to Bryant. Rice dishes to ABDUL-JABBAR. Over Gasol. No good from ABDUL-JABBAR.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy.
Got a piece of it. Theus the pass to Gasol. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bellamy with the bucket.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
ABDUL-JABBAR kicks to Thomas. Over Scott, and it's blocked by Scott.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Kenyon Martin is checked in for Washington. Ulrich comes in for Vince Carter. Scott against Thomas. Here's Scott. And another miss by Washington. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Magic.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, overall, they played well enough to win, but their energy was just up and down. Too many miscues at key points of the game.
Just 3 to shoot. Martin with the block. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Here's Woolridge. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Thomas. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Theus. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Scott can't get it to go. Thomas. He can't get that one to fall. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. Washington has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, They've got Woolridge. Marcus Gasol is out there with Martin. Then there's Scott, and it's Theus in at the 2 spot. Boston trailing. Thomas dishes to Harper. Back to Thomas. Shoots over Scott. And stolen by Scott. Here's Theus. He's guarded by Harper. Shoots from the high post. The Wizards with another miss. Boston shooting 40% from the field.
Well, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Wizards. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Wizards second.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches. He was absolutely lethal from the arc in the first quarter, but now he has cooled off significantly in the second.
Wizards have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. From about 16, fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
For Washington, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Smith, the pass to Ilgauskas. No good that time. Good work defensively by Martin. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Gasol, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And Chris, we know you are always trying to connect with our fans over social media. We have a question for you sent in by a viewer who asks, Chris, if you weren't a basketball player, what other profession do you think you may have pursued?
Wow. Well, I used to want to be a wrestler and and other guys like that. But no, my mother was a teacher, and I always was with her in school. And I think, I love kids and hanging around kids. So it would definitely be something where I'm instructing kids. I don't know if it would be school or if it would be a gym teacher or if it would be working with kids in some type of way. But I definitely would want to work with kids.
I can see you as a teacher. Like if you were a wrestler, like what would your name be? Like would you be like the Flash?
Yeah. Oh man,
like, what name
it
would
was
you
some terrible names back there. Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, Ultimate Warrior, Superfly Snooker. I know I gave my name back. I gave myself a name back in there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out first what my persona was. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about that one. But I'm too skinny, man. I really got broken up in that ring, though. I know that for sure. So I think I made the right decision.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Williams kicks to Ilgauskas. There's a screen by Williams. Smith for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Celtics trail by 11. Outside Harper. Pass to Williams. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Off the pick. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Miracle Man, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Lever passes to Woolridge. McGrady and Washington again with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Williams dishes to Harper. Smith against Woolridge. Shot from 12. The second chance effort. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ilgauskas.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And the Celtics making a change here. Kemp's checked in. And so it's Washington with it, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
For Washington, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Well, the one thing you notice about the Celtics, they look for players with a chip on their shoulder. They want players with that inner fire, that love for competition. The initiative from Smith right there, that's beautiful timing on that alley-oop.
McGrady kicks to Woolridge. Nice ball movement by Washington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
You know, for a while now, the Wizards have felt that they are just one key piece away from being a major player in the East. And they've yet to find that player in free agency, but to their credit, they've tried a number of times.
Bellamy checked in for Kenyon Martin.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Here's Lever. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but what about the passing? Crisp, decisive. He racked up a ton of assists, impacted the game in a number of ways.
Bellamy with the bucket. Celtics trail by 11. And with the Wizards and free agency, they missed out on Durant and Horford, to name a few.
And really, the last major signing they had was Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Unfortunately, the Wizards have had some bloated contracts on their books.
Boston making a switch here. Rice is checked in. Carter, he's checked in for the Wizards. Williams with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change from about 19 feet. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Chris, it's hard at times to see just how effective a post player is on the defensive end beyond the blocks. What's the one thing that shows you a post player is doing an excellent job of defending for their team?
Well, look at the penetration of a great guard. Right now, guards are playing at such a high level and they're quicker. So when you see a guard attack, notice if that big man comes over and he has both feet planted. He doesn't have to get a charge, doesn't have to block, but does he stay vertical and does he get over there fast enough that the offensive guard that was trying to score can't get his shot up and has to change, either pass the ball or continue his dribble. Right now, a lot of defense is done by just being in the correct spot at the right time, because you're not going to block the shot or you just want to deter the player from coming in. And so I would say watch how that player owns the paint defensively, not necessarily how he blocks shots, but by where he is on his position, can he help stop penetration from guards coming up top.
Oh, that's a great tutorial. The feed to Harper. Kemp kicks to Ilgauskas. Picked by Williams. There's the dish to Rice. Now here's Kemp. He's covered closely. 4 on the clock. The baseline jumper goes down. Kemp's got 6 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The pass to Miracle Man and stolen by Ilgauskas. Outside Williams. He kicks to Rice. Harper against McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Rice shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Rice has got 4 this quarter. Feeds to Carter. Off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Here's Harper. That shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Lets it go. Rebound, Boston.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Shots good by Rice.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Carter left side. Over Rice. Here's Miracle Man. And another shot. And finally they hit one.
Timeout.
7 points in the game.
That's what every team needs. Guys getting after it on the offensive boards.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the 3 tonight.
ABDUL-JABBAR's checked in for the Celtics. Kobe comes in for Harper. Williams passes to Kobe. He feeds it to Rice. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Rebound, Washington. Miracle Man's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Carter. And now a 10-point Wizards lead.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Hits it from 3-point range. Rice has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Wow, he had a rough first quarter, but he didn't let it get him down. He's gotten off to a hot start in this second period.
Here's McGrady. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
It's stolen by McGrady. Over Bryant. A shot by McGrady, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the 3-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
The kick out to Williams. This is to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off over Theus. Boston again missing. Washington leading now by 9. To the middle, Kemp with the steal. Here's Rice. Goes back up. He lays it in. Rice has got 15.
Oh, he has been dominant on offense. Who knows where they'd be in this game without his efforts?
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's given them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Williams kicks to Rice. Pick by Williams. To the paint, off the pick. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Boston making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Marc Gasol is checked in for the Wizards. Scott comes in for McGrady. The screen from Bellamy. Clock at 4. Unloads from 13. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Celtics trail by 7. Rice dishes to Thomas. There's the pick. Kicks to Rice. The screen from Kemp. Here's ABDUL-JABBAR. Can't make good off the screen.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he...
And so it's the Washington Wizards bringing the quarter to a close with us.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt. That about wrapped.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We're seeing a tremendous... Wizards leading by 7. They've got Kobe. Kemp is out there with ABDUL-JABBAR. Then it's Williams. And it's Rice in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Lever. Fades back. Drains the three-pointer. Lever's got the first field goal of the second half for Washington.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Carter has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Rice kicks to Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Lever. He's guarded by Williams. Lever, that's good.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Williams kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR. 7-foot shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. ABDUL-JABBAR's got 11 points.
Well, there's nothing the smaller defender can do but just look up and watch himself get schooled.
Here's Lever. He's guarded by Williams. Lever passes to McGrady. Shoots over Kobe, and that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 23 points.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
Tries again. A rebound by Kemp.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Williams kicks to Rice. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 21 points in the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
The screen from Bellamy. Carter, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Wizards lead by 8.
And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
Now, here is ABDUL-JABBAR. 11 points in the game.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool. And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Williams dishes to Bryant. The screen from Kemp. Rice kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR. And Kareem throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. So it's both teams making substitutions here. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? Both, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Here's Lever. He has 5. Here's McGrady, the 15-footer. Good. McGrady's got 25 points in the game.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Celtics trail by 6. Williams kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Woolridge. The screen from Bellamy. On the wing, Tracy McGrady, guarded by Kobe. Here's Miracle Man. It's stolen by Smith. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Bryant. Back to Williams. Poked away and stolen by Bellamy. Here's Lever, and he lays it up and in. Lever's got 7. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. ABDUL-JABBAR, the screen. The 3 from Bryant. The shot off that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. Pass to Bellamy. Shoots from 12. Uses the glass to drop it in. And now it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Smith kicks to Ilgauskas. The Celtics working the ball around now. Basket, good. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
Now look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for Smith. Here's Lever. He has 7. Now the feed to McGrady. Lets it fly from 18. That one goes. Count it. McGrady's got 27.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Thomas passes to Williams. Kobe dishes to ABDUL-JABBAR. Rebound, Washington. McGrady's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Count the basket.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
ABDUL-JABBAR kicks to Thomas. There's the dish to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Bryant's got 16 points.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
Doubled by ABDUL-JABBAR. Here's Bellamy. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams passes to Thomas. ABDUL-JABBAR against Gasol. Williams. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Thomas kicks to Ilgauskas. Back to Thomas. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's Lever. He's guarded by Thomas. He gets it in there. 16 points for Big Smooth.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
McGrady against Kobe. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Celtics.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often They are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
And the Celtics building a new 70,000 square foot practice facility. They'll call it the Auerbach Center.
Oh, yeah, very impressive. Set to open this spring. The Celtics, one of those forward-thinking organizations. I'm not surprised to see them investing in their player development.
Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And it's Gasol penetrating. Here's Bellamy. The stupendous finish in traffic. Bellamy's got 18 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rice is checked in. Wing shot on the way. And the basket by Kobe. 18 points for him. Wizards leading by 13. Outside, Scott. There's the pass to Theus. He kicks it to Scott. 4 on the clock. Over Thomas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Scott's got his first bucket of the night. Thomas dishes to ABDUL-JABBAR. Thomas a screen. Here's Kobe. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And Gasol now top of the key. Doubled by ABDUL-JABBAR. Here's Rice. McGrady covering. Rice kicks to Thomas. Kobe passes to ABDUL-JABBAR. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Washington. Well, for the Celtics, their trade with the Nets is the gold standard for asset hunting. But a lot of smaller deals along the way, fortifying their roster.
Yeah, they ended up with the top pick this past year. Though they traded out of it, have a good chance to even get more top picks. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And Bryant kicks to Kemp. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Rice, defended by Carter. It's stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Theus. Rebounded by ABDUL-JABBAR. ABDUL-JABBAR's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Shots good by Rice.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Here's Theus. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The screen from Bellamy. Carter outside. And the foul on Big Smooth. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams. That one, no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Wizards lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, bottom line is...
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Celtics trail by 8. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Bellamy is out there with Carter. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Theus in at the 1. Rice kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up to the stripe. Kemp can't hit. Washington leading now by 8. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Floats one. The shot misses. And it's Boston the other way. Outside Williams. Here's Rice. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Rice has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. Carter outside. Bellamy against Kemp. Baseline jumper. Second chance shot. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for Washington. Free throw drops for Gasol.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him, you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's McGrady. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Miracle Man, the pass to McGrady. And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Rice, defended by Carter. Williams double team. Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Theus. He's guarded by Williams.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Theus, the pass to Carter. And right on target. Good. Carter's got 21.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Rice kicks to Kemp. Down low. ABDUL-JABBAR dishes to Kemp. Yep, it counts.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
He gets that one.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Kobe kicks to Rice. Outside Kemp. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
I mean, at some point, you got to think about subbing some of these guys out, getting them a little bit of a breather. They just can't keep up.
Kobe comes with the double team.
You two players.
And so it's Washington with it. McGrady against Williams. 6 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Here's Miracle Man. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
On the wing, Williams. The screen from Kemp. Feeds to Rice. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Williams. Rice has got 27 points.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Williams kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR. Bryant gets a wide open look. And again, it's Boston converting.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
He's making it look effortless out there. I mean, the D doesn't seem to be hindering him at all, and he's taking advantage of it.
Carter outside. And Washington again with the bucket.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Williams kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. Here's Bryant. Oh!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Snatched up. Miracle Man. Here's Theus. Nailed from three-point land. Theus has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Williams double team. He feeds it to Kemp. Left side, Kobe. Back to Kemp. Here's Rice, defended by Carter. Stolen by Carter. Lets the three fly. And again, Washington with the triple.
Wow, that's his fourth three of the game. 2 in each half. He has just owned that line.
ABDUL-JABBAR gets double teamed. Gasol with the steal. 4-on-3 break. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
On defense, Boston, 11-point game. Shoots it up. Another one falls for Washington.
Not needing his contributions tonight to build a lead. He could start lighting it up at any point now.
Here's Rice. Dishes it to ABDUL-JABBAR. Here's Kemp. Can they get it? And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Shooting for Boston, Sean Kemp will be at the line shooting 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Kemp.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
So he gets them both. Here's Lever. Pass to Miracle Man. Here's Theus. They set the pick. Carter outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lever. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
ABDUL-JABBAR passes to Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Carter right side. Over Rice. Goes back up. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kobe dishes to Williams. Down low. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Kareem ABDUL-JABBAR. Here's Theus, defended by Bryant. Bellamy. And Boston with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possessed.
Washington leading now by 8. Carter up top. They set the screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Carter's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Wizards making a switch here. McGrady's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
But they'll get another chance. Pass to Lever to the middle. Bellamy with the bucket. And it's a 12-point Washington lead.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Kobe kicks to ABDUL-JABBAR.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
You're exactly right. Just has a nose for the ball, a sense of exactly where he needs to be.
Outside Williams. The screen from Kemp. A baseline J, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
You're so right. Trying to shrink the deficit, sometimes you push too hard to make something happen.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. McGrady kicks to Bellamy. Over ABDUL-JABBAR. They get it back, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Kareem ABDUL-JABBAR.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williams kicks to Kemp. Pass to ABDUL-JABBAR. And it's blocked. The pass to Lever. Kicks it to Bellamy. Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be a spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing. And you don't want to make the game slower by going to the officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance. And right now, we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything, shorten. And I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos, I think would just make the game last longer.
Looking to end the drought. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
That's his first personal.
And that one falls for Harper. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Outside, Scott. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris.